Good evening, everybody. Good evening. Welcome to tonight's live. We have unexpected developments, but we're here for those. We are here for them. Let me turn my camera on there. Hello, everybody. Get myself set up. I'm gonna turn my fan on. If it's too loud, just let me know. It gets a little warm in here when I have the door closed. But as soon as I came in this room, I was really cold. I don't know. I don't get it. I'm either really hot or really cold. It never can be in the in-between. So if you guys wouldn't mind hitting the like button, it does help the algorithm. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. We do talk true crime daily. Even though I say I'm going to take a break. Hey, Summer. Hey, Kathy. Hey, I saw Isabel in here. Nancy. Princess Mega Elsa's here. Glowbug. I saw that Parker Marie was in here earlier. And Love came in, gave us some good news. And then Jan was in. She gave us some more good news. We had all the good news. So I haven't seen a news report, but Brian and we're going to get into Nikki Alcaraz. Maybe if I can say her name right. We're going to get into Nikki's case tonight. But since Brian Enton had tweeted out that she has gotten contact with her family, I wanted to put that out first and foremost. I have Danielle, and I was going to go over that. Danielle read my mind. She said, "Hi, Tanya, watch what you say and show on this case. YouTube's been demonetizing channels all day." They have. So everybody in the chat, you guys are normally always here with me. Just always just keep it in the back of your mind that somebody's always watching us, because they are. They are on the prowl. Pascal, I don't know if you're familiar with him. He's a content creator on the platform. He does true crime. He is brilliant. He is nice. He's respectful. He uses all the right words. He never uses the words that I use. He uses the unaliving words, those kind of words. He watches what he says. And his channel got demonetized today from a video that he did 8 months ago. So he was live. He was covering Eliza Fletcher's story. Another story came on after he was getting ready to be done with his live, and it popped on. It was one of those live now, like we've done those on this channel. Like, I think it was actually the same thing. Now that I'm thinking of it, it might have been that same like mass, that thing. It might have been the same one. So his channel, so normally they'll strike you. They'll just give you a strike. They'll take the video or whatever. They straight demonetized his entire channel. And that's his full income. And so, oh my gosh. So he was on Queen Bee's channel today and he was on her panel. And so I was listening and I learned so much about the standards of YouTube. I knew that you shouldn't do some things, but I always be pushing the limits over here. So I'm going to try to wheel it back a little because I want to be here every night with you guys, and I don't want to wake up tomorrow and then be like, he can go live, he can make content, but he's not, making money. And so it's that would just make you not unmotivated. I don't want to say that, but it would just tear you down as a creator in a way, and you wouldn't want to you wouldn't be putting your best work out there. I feel like, in a sense. And he's so good at what he does. I was watching him last night. Pascal, he's bald. I don't know. He looks like he reminds me of of my brother for some reason. He reminds me of my brother. His personality, very nice, respectful guy, and the baldness is uncanny. But yeah, so just keep on your P's and Q's, because they made a good point. They said the AI, the bots that come in and check the chat, if you say something and we know you're kidding, but you say it in a way maybe that AI doesn't know that you're kidding, and I've done that before. Facebook jail is a real thing. I was in Facebook jail once because I said I was gonna go slap somebody or something. It was something stupid, it was I don't know. I wasn't really going to do it. We were just all kidding. But I said that and it was you're in Facebook jail. And I was like, what? What's this? I didn't even know what Facebook jail was. So that was a long time ago. So Summer says, so watch your mouth and chat, Summer. No, so that's a good thing that we got Teresa with us. Where is Teresa? Is she in here? Teresa. Teresa. I didn't see her. We were talking about this earlier. I told her, I was like, thank God we have Teresa's in the chat. She always usually calms us down when we're crazy, that, you know. Oh, you're welcome, Anne Marie. Yeah, so I just want to like, you know, let you guys know, if you hear me saying, you know, I usually say the words, and I'm gonna really try to cut down on it. YouTube, I'm really gonna try. It really is hard to tell a story and not use the words. But, you know, I don't have a $1 billion channel backing me up like, you know, News Nation does. That's why they can say whatever they want to say. But yeah, so that, you know, put a damper on that a little bit. But I hope he gets his channel back. If you guys want to get on my Twitter, just retweet the tweet that I retweeted for him. That will get it out to the you know, to YouTube. YouTube can get, instead of a robot looking at his video, it can get an actual person in front of the camera, in front of his video, because what he did wasn't wrong. There wasn't anything wrong with it. And you know me, if there was something that there was something wrong, I would point it out. But there was really, it was nothing that I wouldn't have shown, I think, on my own channel, which is scary. And so I am going to utilize like PayPal more. So if you see like Nightbot, which not tonight, but if you see him like, you know, a couple of times saying it, it's only because of my channel ever does go down. That would be my backup. And these are past goals. Like he was given little things to do to help keep your channel and like keep your people, keep your everything. And he said to make a backup channel, which I have a backup channel. It's under TitaniumBuilt, like 86 something right now. But I'm going to get like a better channel name. I need your guys' help with the channel name. So I have that backup channel. It only has 66 subscribers because I've never promoted it a day in my life. But so then that way, you know, I'll have that extra. I guess that's why people do backup channels and things. I didn't really want to do all that because, you know, I wanted to put all my stuff here. But if need be, you know, we'll switch it over to the other channel. Yeah, and the thing is, it's crazy where YouTube is like hitting the true crime genre. There are so many people that need to be off this platform, and Pascal is like not one of them, you know? It's just, he's not one of them. It's insane. Yeah, protect your brand, multi-channel, multi-platform, yeah. Yeah, I even thought about, you know, eventually doing like a Patreon and stuff. I have to learn how to do all that. I have it like downloaded, but just because, you know, you can get away with more things over there, I've heard. But I don't ever want people to have to, you know, switch a platform because we all like YouTube so much. Yeah, Pascal did. Yeah, so he's trying to get it back up. They're getting ready to have a baby. Like, and he was like, and he said that he's like, I'm not trying to like, you know, he's like, I don't, you know, he wasn't even want money or anything from anyone. He just wanted the word to be spread. So I thought that said a lot. They were like, what's your PayPal? And he was like, not answering. Queen Bee. She's like, you're a PayPal, sir. And he's like, oh, okay. So, but there is a lot to go over tonight, even though, you know, I guess we've had a sighting of Nikki. Let me see here. So I have like so many different pages on Twitter open. So let me see here. Let me share this with you. This was at 7:57. It says, Nikki Alcaraz has made contact with her family, working to learn more. And that's from Brian Enton. And I do trust Brian when it comes to news and things. I thought I shared that with you and I didn't. But I do trust him. Oh, I did. But it's just not up there for some reason. There we go. But yeah, so it just says that she made contact with her family. I'm going to actually go back and see if maybe there's something else there now. And then we'll work backwards. I don't know. It's going to be a little different tonight. I pulled a bunch of the, so we got the body cam footage came out and she tore dude up. Her boyfriend, like when they said bleeding from the nose and the mouth, I didn't realize she was handling herself there. She needed to though, you know. But the bruising, you can see that it's relevant. It's on her arm. It's there. It's already showing up. The one on her eye, not so much, but the one like on the back of her arm or maybe like on her side, you could see that there's bruising. They also were, and I have the report. We'll go over the report first. So they did have the Jeep impounded, and I wanted to say this last night, but I was like, that's probably not it. I don't know. I was thinking DUI or drinking and driving, and I guess that's why it was impounded. but I'm still not understanding why the cops just dropped them off at two different exits. You know what I mean? Like 10 miles apart. It was like, here, you go here and you go here. They should have been arrested for, assault, domestic violence, or, one of the two, a DUI. There's so many things. What if they would have got back in that truck, that Jeep, and drank again because they didn't get in any trouble the first time, and they killed a family of 5 because they hit a mother driving her kids to soccer in a minivan? Like, that's why you put people in jail to do that. It's extremely weird. It's like the devil and the angel. It's like, that could be really cool if I was in that situation, but that could be really stupid at the same time. Like, because you're like, oh, you're letting me go. Like, getting out of trouble. But it's like, it's so crazy. Oh, and Parker, if you didn't hear me, I sent your candle out. And Vincent smelled it before I went out, and he was like, oh, this one smells so good. I was like, I know, that one's my favorite one. So they did say, so that's good, that they did she made contact with her family. I did see, let me scroll down to here so I can show you this. Where was that? Did he take it off? Because her ex was still, writing stuff. And somebody had it, on their news thing. Maybe I'll find it. But it looks like he deleted it. I knew I should have taken a picture. I don't know if I did. I'll have to look. She is alive. So I guess she, made contact with her family. But we don't really know what's going on. We don't know if she's okay. I mean, we know she's alive. But we don't know if she's okay, if he's okay. Where's the dog? I want to know. I know people say it's a dog, but I want to know. Where's the car? What's going on? Why hasn't she contacted anybody in the last 3 friggin' weeks? Because you got to know did they not, maybe they were so far off the map, like they didn't, because if you don't watch the news, maybe, but you don't know that people are looking for you or something. So she was in so she was in California, and I think she's in Northern California, is what I'm hearing, I thought. So I'm not sure. I will definitely, keep up on that, looking on that. So I'm going to show this here first. And I'm going to just turn off my camera while I read this. And I'm going to try to make it bigger for you guys a little bit. So this is the police report. This all just came out today because everybody just started doing the FOIAs yesterday for everything. And then, so we're just going to we'll go through this, and then we're going to go through the body cam footage that I have. And then, I'll keep trying to make sure that I, refresh Twitter to see if there's any, updates, because Brian Enton actually, he was, supposed to do, or he did an interview, I believe, with her brother today. So I'm not sure if they're going to still release that or if they're not. I was assuming it was going to be on Banfield tonight, but that was just assuming that. The road trip was a total success in the end, yeah. If you guys are just now joining us, don't forget to hit the like button. It really does help the channel. Don't forget to subscribe. My name's Tanya. We're gonna read through. This is the affidavit from the May 6th incident in New Mexico between Nikki and Tyler. If you don't know who that is, Nikki Alcaraz went missing earlier this month with her boyfriend, Tyler. They're both 33. They were seen in Arizona, New Mexico. They had an altercation, and then she had texted her family on the 6th or the 8th, I believe, and said she was in Arizona making her way to California. They were going from Tennessee to California to see her uncle. Yeah, there's something still going on with this whole thing. Oh, toy area, I would have done the same. Yeah, if I would have been looking at everything, even if it's something as common as a Jeep, I would try to look for those camo seats or the people in the car driving. I'm the same way. My first true crime case was Kylie Rodney, and to this day I still see CRVs too much. I know they're extremely popular car, but it's just like every time I'm out. Yeah, that guy was really rough that was with her. Well, and I think it was Tyler, but I don't know. He did look rough. We'll have to take a look at the body cam. I I clipped, so I had all these little clips, and then I got really lucky, and right before we came on, I tried to shut all the windows out now. Core TV like put them all together, so I was like, that's nice. And then I also have on News Nation on my television just to see if I didn't say that already. Just to see if anything comes up, any updates. So this is going to be from the 11th. So this happened on Thursday, the 11th. This is when this was written up. Oh, wait, this is when this was written up. Because I'm trying to look to see what the date is. Okay. On 5/4, while on patrol, Torrance County units were dispatched to Interstate 40-mile marker 224 in reference to a welfare check. And this is, if you guys didn't know, this is going to be in reference to, they were getting into a physical altercation in the car. A driver was going past and he saw, Tyler strike Nikki in the face, and he pulled over. He got them apart, I guess, and waited and called police. So that's what this report is about. I got this off of Chasing Paper, the docket, on Twitter. If you don't follow them over there and you want any legal documents, they are the people to be following. They always have stuff. It says, while en route to the area, Torrance County Dispatch received a telephone call from a truck driver who was passing by the 221 mile marker and noticed a possible domestic between a male and a female. Upon arrival, I noticed a black Jeep parked in a small rest area pullout. I noticed a male subject in a red sweater sitting on the ground just south of the Jeep. I also noticed another male and female standing just west of the Jeep. The male stated he had called in. I asked the female what happened, and she told the male to state what he saw. The male was identified as Jordan Hamilton. Mr. Hamilton stated that he was driving by when he noticed the female sitting on the ground with the male over her, and he punched her in the face. I asked Mr. Hamilton to assist in taking the male in the red sweater into detention. The male was taken into custody and placed in the back of my patrol unit. I also noticed the male had blood coming from his mouth and nose area. Mr. Hamilton asked if he could leave, and I advised him yes and thanked him for his assistance. I asked the female for her ID, and she opened the driver's door of the Jeep and handed me her driver's license. I also noticed the driver's seat was set in a position for a smaller person. The back of the seat was close to the steering wheel. The female was identified as Nikki Alcaraz. Miss Alcaraz stated that they had dropped off a friend, name not given, in Amarillo, Texas. Miss Alcaraz stated that they picked up a bottle of Fireball and they both started to drink. Miss Alcaraz stated that she was not driving and was sitting in the passenger seat. That's probably her first lie. Okay, because the seat. Miss Alcaraz stated that Mr. Thompson started to hit her for no reason. Miss Alcaraz stated that when they got to the rest area, she jumped out of the vehicle and Thompson caught her. Miss Alcaraz stated that she wanted to press charges. Upon checking Miss Alcaraz, I was able to notice red marks on her face and finger print marks on both arms. Miss Alcaraz also stated that she had a bruise on her chest and her back. I spoke with Mr. Steven Stratton, which is Tyler. His first name is Steven, so if you hear me say Steven, I mean Tyler, who stated that they were traveling to California. Is everybody doing okay in the chat? But say I haven't checked the chat in a while. Yeah, Joe looking at us. I saw that, and in the beginning I said that, yeah. And I'll try to keep reminding you guys too as we go along that we saw that. Actually, I was going to make a banner. I'll do that here in a minute. Okay, so I spoke to Mr. Steven Stratton, who stated that they were traveling to California. Mr. Stratton stated that they both had been drinking beer and Fireball, and that Nikki was driving. Mr. Stratton then stated that Nikki hit him in the mouth for no reason. Mr. Stratton stated that as they were traveling west on I-40, she continued to hit him. Mr. Stratton also stated that Nikki does blackouts after drinking liquor. So you're going to give her liquor while she's driving. That's smart. Oh, sorry. Mr. Stratton stated that they stopped several miles back and Nikki was on the phone with the windows open. Mr. Stratton also stated that he did not want Nikki to go to jail. Oh, thank you for gifting a membership, Summer. Oh, I hope I didn't miss anything or anybody. I just saw the green on the side of my eye. Deputies spoke with both subjects again, and neither one would admit to driving the vehicle, and they were both intoxicated. Mr. Stratton and Miss Alcaraz stated that they did not want to assist with any charges being filed. Both subjects were given a ride from the scene. Miss Alcaraz was transported to Morty, I don't know how to say it, New Mexico. Mr. Stratton will be dropped off in Edgewood, New Mexico. Once Miss Alcaraz was off the scene, I photographed the vehicle. I noticed the driver's seat to have been pushed back to indicate a taller person was driving. I noticed numerous blood spatter on the passenger side door, which would have come from Mr. Stratton since he was the only one with visible blood on his face. I also noted blood on the running board. It was determined that both parties were mutual combatants while traveling down the interstate. The bruise on Miss Alcaraz's arms came from Mr. Stratton holding her down to avoid being hit. Okay, how about the one on her eye? Flying C towing arrived on the scene and removed Miss Alcaraz's vehicle from the scene. A copy of this report will be sent to the DA's office for review. All video was downloaded from into the evidence app, and this is end of the report. And then here on 5/5, it's just like an update. I received a telephone call from Frank from Flying C Towing in reference to the Jeep. Frank asked if the Jeep was releasable, and I advised them yes. On 5/29/2023, I spoke with Frank and asked him about the subjects that picked up the Jeep. Frank advised the female showed up in a vehicle from California. Okay. Frank also, or maybe that's the friend. Frank also stated that the male was not the same person from the day before. Frank also stated that they had used the male's cell phone to call him and and he gave me the cell phone number, and it's redacted. Also stated the unknown male drove the Jeep out once he got insurance for it, and the female, Nikki, drove the male vehicle. She was trying to be sneaky while having him drive her car so she wouldn't get in trouble for driving her own vehicle, but she put herself in a vehicle anyway. Oh my Lord. I can't read police reports because I was trying to read it all and not say anything, but oh man. Yeah, lucky there was no suitcases in the Jeep. So neither one can handle their alcohol. Yeah, no. And I was thinking about that today before all this even happened. Like before she was found and everything, she was talked with Brian, and that's what we know. But I was thinking, what if this is some sort of they mutually like to argue and they fight. I didn't know if anything had to do with drugs or alcohol, but I didn't know. Now, did we hear anything about, oh, were they, okay, so, yep, okay. So I was wondering if they found Tyler too. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to read the chat for a minute so I can see what you guys said. You would still think that they would still go to jail, one of them. This could have been another Gabby Petito. Even if it wasn't even if Tyler didn't do anything to her, what if somebody else did something to both of them? So no one calls him Tyler, everyone calls him Steven? Because everyone's been calling him Tyler that I've heard. Oh, they did a media release? Reading PD. I wonder if I can look that up on Twitter. We'll do that and we'll get to there, so that way we'll go in a sequence, I guess. Cause yeah. Oh, Twitter says he's been arrested. Well, he did have some outstanding warrants. Okay. Well, then we'll get to that. We'll just go ahead and do the body cam. Actually, we'll do the 911 call first, and then we will do the body cam. So that way we can kind of go in I can start my camera. That way we can kind of go in a sequence, I guess we would say. So that way we're not going forwards, backwards, forwards, backwards. So, so she, per Brian Enton, I haven't seen the news sources yet because I haven't had a chance to, I was reading, so I haven't had a chance to do it. But, per, Brian Enton, he said that Nikki did reach out to her family, and that's what we know. We don't know. She didn't reach out and say, "Hey, I'm cool." She didn't reach out and say, "Hey, I'm not cool." She just reached out, he said. So we're hoping that she's doing okay. She's fine. We're hoping Tyler, Steven, whatever his name is, wondering if he's okay, wonder if he's good to go. I don't know. But we'll see. So Janet, people call him Steven? I thought everyone called him Tyler. That's so weird because everyone's been saying Tyler. Because even the lady that came on the Pascal show last night that's like friends with the family, I thought called him Tyler. I'm probably gonna still just call him Tyler because that's what I'm used to. Let me switch the page here. This is gonna be the 911 call. It's only 1:25, so we'll listen to it. If you guys want to put headphones in, it might make it easier for you guys to hear. There was and it looks like it looks like there was 2 911 calls, but there was really only 1 911 call, and that's what this is. So let me pull this up for you guys.
911, where is your emergency?
Nikki, do you realize what you're doing? Here we go. Nikki, do you realize what you're doing?
Hello, 911.
Do you realize what you're doing, you fucking dumbass?
Hello?
Hello, this is 911. I just got a call from this number.
Hello?
Yes, this is 911. I just got a call from this number.
Yes, please.
What's going on? Hello? Hello, can you hear me?
I can't.
Hello, this is 911.
I know, I can hear you.
Okay, what's going on there?
I don't know how to put it into words.
You don't know what?
Okay, I'm having trouble getting it to play. Let me just go back. Okay. So she has been, it says, yeah, she's been made contact with the family and Steven has been arrested. And then we'll find out some more information as it comes up. I wanted you guys to get a chance to listen to that call one more time. Okay, yeah, just in case you guys wanted to put headphones in or anything, because it is kind of hard to hear, and it does sound like she doesn't want to be, like, she doesn't want anyone to hear her on the phone.
911, where is your emergency?
Nikki, do you realize what you're doing? Here we go. Nikki, do you realize what you're doing?
Hello, 911.
Do you realize what you're doing, you fucking dumbass?
Hello?
Hello, this is 911. I just got a call from this number.
Hello?
Yes, this is 911. I just got a call from this number.
Yes, you did.
What's going on?
Oh my God.
Hello?
My God.
Hello, can you hear me?
I can't.
Hello, this is 911.
I know, I can hear you.
Okay, what's going on there?
I don't know how to put it into words.
You don't know what?
Okay. Let me make sure my microphone's hooked up to the right one. Yeah, it is. Okay. Because I wanted to listen to that like more in depth. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So Tony said, yeah, she's having trouble drinking, driving, and talking at the same time. That's crazy. And I was going to show you guys a small clip of like a recap of the case, and I forgot to do that in the beginning. So I'll do that now for everybody that's kind of just joining us, that's new, that don't know what we're talking about or what's going on. We are talking about the Nikki Alcaraz case. We are aware that she's made contact with family members, but we are just going back. We already had the live ready. We were already here, and I feel like there's something to learn here for all of us. Yeah, and then that was what I was gonna say too, Janet. Like with the dog, like having the dog in the vehicle while you're doing all this, like I'm sure that dog was like super like hyper. You can see in one of the pictures, I believe I have the picture. You can see the dog in the picture, and it's like panting really bad. Like it's like maybe like really nervous, anxious. Not like it's hot and it's like just panting. It looks like it's anxious. So I'll play this really quick because it'll get everybody kind of caught up, and it's only a minute and 50 seconds long. So.
Well, there is a desperate search this morning for a Tennessee woman whose family hasn't heard from her in weeks.
Yeah, her name is Nikki Alcaraz. She was on a cross-country road trip with her boyfriend. This case does sound similar to that of Gabby Petito, at least from the beginning at its face, including the fact that this woman had an encounter with police. Kelsey Kernstein joining us now with the latest in the search. Kelsey.
Hey there, Adrian. There are a lot of questions surrounding this case. 33-year-old Nikki Alcaraz hasn't been seen in weeks, but now police in Northern California say that they found security footage of her selling her phone at an automated kiosk in Redding. That is nearly 600 miles away from where she said she and her boyfriend were going, Orange County. Now, the pair set out on a road trip earlier this month from Nashville headed west. On May 4th, there was an incident involving law enforcement in New Mexico. A witness called police claiming they saw Tyler Stratton punch Alcaraz in the face, leading to a fight between the couple. A family friend then drove to New Mexico to take Alcaraz the rest of the way to Southern California. 2 days later, Alcaraz texted her sister from Arizona saying she was going to finish up the trip. That was the last time she has been seen or heard from until this weekend. Police in California are now actively searching for Alcaraz and Stratton, with law enforcement in more than a dozen half states now involved in this case. The fear of the weeks-long disappearance has been brought to the forefront because of the similarities to the Gabby Petito case. A cross-country road trip, a physical fight with her partner, law enforcement involved, and now security footage coming from a location where she was not expected to be. Adrian and Kelly, we will continue following, of course, bringing you the latest details on this case.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation.
Sorry about that. I was just trying to see. She's going to Orange County. I don't know exactly where. I forget Orange County, but we'll just put in Orange County. From Redding to Orange County. Wow. That's a 9-hour and 42-minute drive north. Like, what you doing all the way up at north? It's very weird. I don't know. Do you think that there was drugs too, more than just the drinking? Well, they would. I mean, the cops would find it. I think we would know, actually, wouldn't we? I would think we would know if there was anything like that. if there was any drugs in the car, because they pulled them over for drinking and driving, they probably confiscated all the liquor. It would have been in that police report. But they didn't actually they confiscated any bottles in the police report either, did they? So, now you got me thinking. Okay. I'm going to play this one here, and I'm going to make a banner to make sure everyone knows that we know that she's okay.
All right, welcome back. A Tennessee woman who's been missing for about 3 weeks now, spotted at a Walmart in California over the weekend. Police say Nikki Alcaraz is in danger because of history with domestic violence. She and her boyfriend, Tyler Stratton, were on a road trip to California when they had a run-in with police. A witness says they saw Stratton punch Alcaraz in the face. Her family then shared these photos of her injuries. Now, Stratton claimed he was also hit, but they both declined to press charges. Alcaraz later called her sister, crying and upset.
Her eye was already turning black, and you could tell she was beat up pretty bad. A lot of possibilities that I'm scared of after not hearing from her for 3 weeks.
Now, Tennessee authorities released this surveillance video image of Alcaraz from Saturday. They say she was selling her phone at a Walmart in Northern California. The case, some say, has some eerie similarities to Gabby Petito's disappearance in 2021. She was also on a cross-country trip with her boyfriend when she vanished. Petito and her boyfriend, Brian Laundrie, were later found dead. He had written a letter claiming responsibility for her death. Joining me now is the trial attorney, Heather Hansen, to talk about this case. Heather, obviously, hopefully, everyone hopes that these two are fine and well and will be found and all is good. But I wonder sort of what you make of everything when you hear the details here as they've been laid out as to what happened over the last few weeks or so.
I think it's really fortunate that we know that she's been seen over the weekend. There had not been any sightings of her for quite some time, and that, of course, raises the idea that something terrible had happened to her. It is awfully scary, and the similarities with the Gabby Petito case are clear. You know, the fact that this couple had been seen getting into an altercation, that he had punched her in the face, the authorities interacted with them, separated them, sent them to opposite different places, but didn't ultimately arrest either one of them. You just hope that that doesn't lead to something far more tragic, though it seems right now that she at least is alive and well, and hopefully this couple will work things out or separate.
Yeah, that of course is the hope that they can find her and that she's safe and both are safe.
Thank you for watching.
I know she's safe now, but in this episode, that kind of made me upset because they were like, yeah, she was seen on the 27th. She's alive. And I'm like, that doesn't mean shit. You know, I was like, that means nothing, really. I mean, the 27th was Saturday. You know what's happened to me since Saturday? I'll tell you, a lot. A lot can happen. Yeah, oh, Gabby, yeah. So we're going to play the body cam, I think, next here. Trying to just get, like, stuff in line, because what I was going to do tonight was I was going to do half Idaho, half Nikki's case, and then all this stuff got released, and I was like, we're just going to do the whole body cam. No, so that's what I'm getting ready to do now. Euphoric is play the body cam. So he's alive because well, he's in jail, so that's why. Yeah, they arrested him, and I don't know if she's arrested or where she is. She's just reached out to family, so. And like I said before, I had a bunch of little clips, but then where's it at? I had a bunch of they were clipped. They were like 6-minute clips, but Law and Crime pulled through, and they put them all together. So it's. Here, it's kind of long, but we'll watch it. I haven't watched it yet. I wanted to wait for you guys. I started watching it and then I was like, nope, I'll wait. I want to see it with you guys. So, but I did see his injuries, and I will show you that really quick. So I don't know if I want to show that. That's really, Okay, so I'm not going to show it like up close because I mean, you know, we're kind of pushing our limits over on YouTube right now. But you can see he's clearly pretty bloody, scratched up. Looks like his face almost has road rash on it, like road rash, like gravel or something. And then, you know, of course, we saw her injuries last night. She had the black eye, the huge, horrific bruises on her arms, both arms, and then like around her, you know, her backside, which was crazy to me. She must bruise like no other because I've broken my ribs, like I told you guys last night, collapsed a lung, and I was not bruised like her. Unless I just do not remember it. But I swear. Some are more red flags in the World Cup today. That's funny. Really, and I got a lot of red flags too. I've got a ton, and some orange. I know if this case isn't screaming red flag, I really think it is. But yeah, I will put this one up just because it's kind of like. But it looks like almost like he got like, I don't know, his head smashed into the concrete a little bit. Here, I was trying to get that off of there. So okay, there we go. So it wasn't on there too long. I don't want to make you too mad at me. And if you guys haven't heard, YouTube's cracking down on people. They're just really crazy going. There's something crazy going on. I'm good. I mean, nothing's happened to me, but you know, I don't want anything to happen. Me too. I'm so glad she contacted her family. I just don't know why she got rid of her phone before contacting her family. Even if she didn't know, okay, let's just say, she didn't know that she was reported missing. Let's just say she didn't know. She's living the high life or something. She just didn't know. You would think before you go to sell your phone, you would at least make one more phone call to your family or your sister or whoever you talk to on a normal basis. Just say, hey, I'm going to sell my phone. You're not going to be able to get a hold of me. You just never know. YouTube wars are on. Yeah, they really are. Well, she sold her phone in a kiosk for money. And your phone, I think, has to have it has to work, I think, for them to give you the money for it. It has to have, I don't know if they just pay for the device. I don't know how that works if anyone's ever sold their phone before at a kiosk. Is it just like how do they know what kind of phone it is? Like, how do you know it's like, compared to like, what if like I took a prepaid phone or, you know what I mean? Like vice versa. I took my Apple. Like, how do they know what kind of phone you're giving them so they know how much money to give to you? Besides Jay, yeah, Mandy Joe, I guess both of Jay's channels and Pascal got completely demonetized. Pascal of all people. She didn't look happy at Walmart. No, she didn't. Probably because she had to sell her damn phone. Oh, that's where they got the pics on the camera. Oh, I figured they just got them from the friend. Yeah, that's true, Euphoric. Well, and that's what we said too, because they said, the sister said, you know, she had text on like the 8th or something. And I was like, and I was like, well, we don't know if she did, but the phone was in usage on the 8th, you know, because we didn't know what was going on over here. So let's watch this. I don't know if you guys have seen this yet, but it just came out right before the live. So.
Hello, ma'am. What's going on?
And just to give you the players right now, I think this is the guy that came to see her or get her from California, maybe. I'm not sure who the big guy is the guy, from the truck driver guy, with the beard. And then the guy sitting on the ground in the back is going to be her boyfriend. So just so you guys know. Sorry, that's going to be the truck driver. And good thing he was looking. Like, he was really observing.
I'm a truck driver. That's my truck right there. As I was driving by, I seen her on the ground.
Okay.
And I seen that dude over there fucking slap her or punch her in the face.
Goddamn eye.
Yeah,
And how's he related to you?
We've been together for 16 years.
Okay, husband, wife, or boyfriend, girlfriend?
Boyfriend, girlfriend.
Okay. You want to press charges?
Yeah, I do. I want to.
I just pulled over to make sure she's okay.
Can you please? Do you have a lighter?
No, I don't have a lighter.
Fuck.
Is he on anything that you know of?
Not that I know of, no. But I'm
Right.
done. I'm over it. I want his ass put in a goddamn jail. I'm over it. And I haven't been driving. I wasn't driving. He has my goddamn keys.
Okay.
I was was gonna go get a lighter for her so
I
she
got
could
units coming. But
smoke a
can you help me
cigarette.
secure him?
Yeah.
Why don't you go ahead and stay here, ma'am? Hello, sir.
Hello.
Put your hand behind your back. Stay seated. Put your hand behind your back.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay, yes, sir.
Why don't you step up?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So what's going on?
Patient. I blood all over.
You want anything?
No, sir.
So what started the fight?
On alcohol.
Where were you hitting her?
I did. See the blood on me?
You guys were in a mutual combatant?
No. What's the name?
Alright, let me put you in the car. I'll get this thing straightened out.
Okay. Yeah, sorry. I'm not.
Got anything on you?
No, yeah, a knife. I do a knife. I do a knife. I do a knife. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it.
You had anything to drink?
Yes.
How much?
Probably about 4 or 5 shots. But I wasn't driving. I wasn't driving.
Well, someone had to drive to get here. Don't say anything, please.
She was driving and she had more than I did if you want to give her a blood and alcohol test. And
Alright, go ahead and put the cigarette out.
I'm not. Okay.
Put it out. Drop it.
Thank you.
Go ahead, have a seat. I'm gonna close the door.
So I'm already under arrest?
Until I figure out what's going on.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right.
Yes, sir. But look, I have blood all over me.
I got medical coming.
You want this? You want this?
Yeah. I just put it up there so I can secure him in the back of my car. So, just why don't you go by the Jeep? So what did you see, sir? Let me go that way. What did you see?
So as I was driving, I seen her sitting on the ground, and the dude fucking cocked back and either slap her or punch her. And like, I got family, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got sisters and stuff. I would never, you know what I mean? So I pulled over. I was ready to, like, you know, fight him really.
Yeah.
But he was calm. And so, like, when I walked over, that's my truck right there. I stopped.
Your partner pointed that way.
Yeah, I walked over, and I was like, hey, are you okay? And she's like crying and stuff, and then he was trying to talk to me, but I just wanted to get in the middle of them two. And so she was like, hey, can you call the cops? And that's when I called the cops.
Yep. Have an ID on you, sir?
It's in the truck, right?
If you can get it for me, I appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Go check on her. Hang on.
Yes, my keys.
Well, he's not leaving. If you've been drinking, you won't be driving either.
I have been, and I wasn't driving. I was in the passenger seat.
You have an
and I
ID on
jumped. Yes, I do.
Any weapons
Yes,
in
sir.
here?
No. There you go.
You have his ID by chance.
He doesn't have it.
See if I found it. Okay, I do have the mail detained, and we're still doing investigation. But you do need this one. Okay, thanks. Bye-bye.
Out of me.
So what started the fight?
Oh, Mama, it's okay. All right.
So you have no idea what started the fight?
It just happens fast. I don't know. I fucking jumped out the goddamn truck. This dude. Yeah, we have been drinking. I've been drinking.
And he admitted he was drinking too.
He was drinking too.
All right.
But I've been drinking.
I'm going to pause it because I'm telling you, I'm thinking this dog wants to get the F away because it's not their dog. So a couple weeks ago, and I remember seeing the tweet, or like I remember hearing about it, but when I went live last night, I couldn't remember where I saw it, what I read, or any of the facts. So I didn't even bring it up because I was like, I don't remember it. So do you guys remember a couple, like, I don't know if you guys have really been following this story, but somebody had come out and said that they were the third person in the vehicle with them. They got dropped or left in Texas, and that they stole from them and that they went on their way. Do you guys remember hearing about them? Well, I guess apparently it was the dog that they stole. So I don't know. But this guy over here, I don't know. So this guy tweeted out that it was his dog. So if we could find a picture of her with the dog, though, that'd be great. Because if not, if this is someone else's dog, this needs to go back to his owner. This is what it says, though. It says, she's not missing. She is with Tyler. That MF left me in Texas, stole my dog and all my darn shit after those pictures were taken. She was so worried about him about him after putting him in jail. She then went searching and looked for Tyler after he supposedly did that, which was a lie. Old girl is a great effing actress. F stakes. She gets drunk off her 3 little beers and has an imaginary BS fits in her effing head and then assumes the opposite theirs. They are both with each other. And this was tweeted a few weeks ago. So if he's tweeting this a few weeks ago, I mean, I would assume this was before everything came up and came out. You know what I mean? Wow. I don't know. But it says right here that he calls him Tyler too. So, I don't know. We'll go back over to the body cam, but I wanted to show you guys that. So maybe that's why that damn dog is wanting to get out of that car. I mean, and it's probably hot in there too. Why is she just having the dog just sitting in the car? Let the dog out. It's probably it'll probably run away.
And I wasn't driving. I was in the passenger seat. I fucking jumped out. Fucking walked the guy.
Oh, and one more thing. When she's saying all this right now, like, if I was that officer, I'm like, ma'am, I already know you've been drinking. Ma'am, I already know you've been the one that's been driving. Because the first words out of her mouth, guys, were, I'm not drinking. I haven't drank, and I wasn't driving. Did you guys catch that in the beginning when she said that? She said that. She was like, I wasn't drinking. I wasn't driving. And just take it from me. He knows. He knows that she's been driving because she's been wanting to light that cigarette like it's nobody's business.
Shit out of me, and that.
Not saying that it's right that he put his hands on her or anything. Not saying that, you know, but I'm just saying from what I'm observing.
Dude pulled over and saw the whole goddamn. That's why he pulled over. I'm over it. I'm over it.
Okay. So where are your bruises? Let's see, here, on that arm, and face. Anything else? Okay, you can cover it for now. All you had to do is just point. All you had to do is just point right now, okay? I'm going to take pictures of your arm and your face. We do have medical coming.
I don't need medical.
They're going to check you out anyway. That's our policy.
I know it's policy, whatever. It's fine. I don't need it.
Yeah. How are you going to get out of here, though? It depends on our investigation. So you're willing to press charges?
I'm pressing charges. You done?
So what kind of alcohol were everybody drinking?
I was drinking,
I'm just going to say one more thing. She wants to press charges right now. I haven't watched this, so I'm just saying. She wants to press charges right now. But I guarantee you, as soon as they say, you guys are going to go to jail for like drinking, and I'm going to like tow the car, that's when she probably is thinking, no, I don't want to be alone. That would be me. And, you know, I know. Hopefully they don't get me for that. That was a terrible boom flash, Tony said. That'll get for like nudity. I'll be so mad. But I didn't do any nudity. YouTube. That was not me. Yeah, they took her to a freaking truck stop. Like, who does that? Yeah, so, like, I mean, them towing the Jeep, like, I swear, the cops always are in cahoots with the tow truck people. They always have the same people. If it's a small town, it's always the same tow truck person that comes out. You know, there he is hooking up the cars every day. So I think that they just both needed, I think they both need a lot of help mutually. I mean, I think they both needed a lot of help in this situation and it wasn't there, wasn't given to them.
Some beer. I drank 2 beers and a couple shots of Fireball.
Fireball. Do you have anything else in here? Fireball? No Fireball? It's all gone?
No, I threw it out the fucking window.
How far back?
I don't know, maybe 10 miles or so.
About past
10,
the rest
15
area?
minutes ago.
Did you see the Dairy Queen? Should have seen the truck stop.
I wasn't paying
By
attention.
the
We were
construction site.
screaming and yelling at each other.
Okay.
No, sir.
So you got out here. He got out. Trucker said he saw 1 slap.
Punch me, he didn't slap me.
Okay. He from what he saw, he used either punch or slap.
I had hands on me and I want him in jail for it.
Okay. All right. But he has no ID? Okay. All right. I'll be right back.
I'm not trying to blame anything on her, but she ended up drinking and she says she doesn't drink liquor and we got a bottle of Fireball back in as soon as we hit New Mexico coming out of Texas.
Okay.
And we're supposed to be going to California and having a good time and fucking forget our past and just.
So you guys thought drinking would be a good way to do it?
No.
Any family like that?
Anything like that. It's just. She ended up having too much something. Blood all over me.
Yep, she has bruises on both arms.
I know she does. I know she does.
And you got a bloody mouth. Where'd you get that
from? Her, and I had blood all over my face from that. I just wiped everything off because I.
So, when the truck driver saw you hit her, the trucker saw you hit her. Did she hit you after that or prior to that?
Prior to that. Like, yes, I mean, like, look, like, this blood's old. Like, it was like we literally were up the road about 2-3 miles before this happened. And she wanted to pull over. And because she kept hitting me and I was like begging her to please stop. And she kept hitting me. And like, man, I have blood on my shirt from it. And
so when was this alleged hitting?
When was it?
Yes.
About 3 miles back, maybe 4 miles back.
We got a call at the 224.
Yeah.
Reference to a fight. Good stay there. Well, I'm gonna go talk to him, so go ahead, just stay there, ma'am.
And I wanted to follow her out because I didn't know what she was gonna do. I don't know because I've never seen Nikki like this before. I've never seen Nikki like this before. Like after 16 years, they're like, we have a daughter together. I haven't ever seen her like this before. So I wanted to make sure she was okay, and she turned around and attacked me.
Alright. I got medical coming. So how much have we actually had to drink? Because I'm smelling a lot of alcohol.
Yeah, I'm sure. I've had about 4 or 5 shots of Fireball.
What else?
That's it.
No beer?
I've had a Clamato.
A tomato?
A Clamato.
Clamato, okay. That's Budweiser.
But I wasn't driving.
Okay. Well, both of you guys said you weren't driving, so somebody was driving.
Yes, sir.
And we'll figure out who it is. How tall are you?
5'9".
How tall is she?
Probably 5'8", 5'7".
Figure out who was driving. All right. What you need?
I have a question for you guys. How many of you guys, if you do share, how many people share a vehicle with their significant other? Oh, hold on one second. Let me grab the door. I went to grab a drink a minute ago and Mia came busting in the door. But so if you guys share a vehicle, like me and Vincent, we have 2 vehicles, but we we'll switch, just sit in the same vehicle, drive the same vehicle. We're the same height. Like, and he's 5'9" roughly. I'm 5'8" roughly. Do you have to adjust the seat when you get in your significant other's car? Because I don't. Because I don't know how they're going to prove unless the seat, like the back of the seat, is forward a lot. But I didn't know if you guys, I mean, you know, you have your own vehicles, yeah. I'm so glad I don't drink. Kelly, D, me too. I was actually thinking that a minute ago. I was like, that's why me and Lindsay don't have arguments like that. Like, I mean, I'm sure we would if we drank. Like, because people, if you drink, emotions can get high. I know with me, not him, me. I'm already high strung anyway. Get a couple of drinks in me. And sometimes I think I'm Billy Badass. I went out one night since me and him have been together. We have been together 8 years. It'll be 8 years. And I've been out one night without him to drink. And it was, I should have never done it. He was taking care of me the next day. He had to come home from work. I mean, I had a few shots. I guess I was like threatening to beat everybody up. I don't even know who I was that night. I don't even know who I was. So what I'm saying is liquor does things to people that it shouldn't do if you drink it in excess. And Fireball, I've never drank I've drank Fireball. I think I've had it like 1 or 2 times. But I know that Fireball, like I know a friend of, it used to be a friend of mine. It's like the gateway. It was like the gateway for her. Like she's a full-blown alcoholic now. She carries the little bottles with her. She has the big bottle of Fireball. She's got the Fireball going. So. But yeah, I think that he's trying to play a little bit more than, he's trying to play the victim a little more up because of the blood. You know what I mean? Like if it was, like why hasn't he wiped his face off yet? Like before he was, you know, handcuffed and stuff. Like if he wasn't trying to look over, you know what I mean, more, I think bloody, he would have like wiped it away. That's my personal thing. I don't think that someone just likes to sit there and have stuff on their face like that. Maybe the dog drove.
So you only saw one hit?
She was on the floor, man.
Where was he at?
He was above her.
Above her? You never saw anybody in the car, though?
No, I didn't see anybody in the car.
All right. You that bad? Because neither one of them says they're driving.
Yeah, I can't tell you on that.
Okay. You still got her keys?
Yeah.
I thought you were taking off with them. You need that piece of paper?
It was a lunch receipt.
Okay.
I don't mean to litter. I can chase after.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's coming. We'll figure it out. Appreciate you stopping, giving us a little bit more information, and keeping those two separated.
Yeah, appreciate you doing what you're doing, man.
No problem. But now we gotta figure out who did what.
Yeah, well, I mean, it doesn't even matter. Like, but
Figure out who was driving. All right. What you need? Appreciate you stopping, giving us a little bit more information, and keeping those two separated.
Yeah, appreciate you doing what you're doing, man.
No problem. But now we gotta figure out who did what.
Yeah, well, I mean, it doesn't even matter. Like,
one has to be the aggressor over the other. Can't do a mutual combatant in this state. But we will find out exactly who did what. When I get another unit coming, then we'll go from there.
I mean, in my opinion, I don't know what happened, but just her being on the floor and him fucking hitting her while she's down, I don't think she's the aggressor. I think she was probably defending herself at one point.
Yeah.
But that's just my opinion. You guys can find that out.
Well, we'll get statements from both of them.
Okay, correct me if I'm wrong, but did that officer just say that we need to figure out what's going on here to this guy? Does he have a mouse in his pocket? Because if I was this guy, that's exactly what I would say to him. I would be like, I saw what I saw and I'm out of here. I've got my truck. I've got my dog. What do you mean? You got your backup coming, right? I didn't take the freaking police exam. He said, we got to figure this out. Well, I'm going to say that's the first thing that he did wrong. There's a lot more, you know, because he lets him go and everything, but we're going to start with this one. So, Eddie, are you just now joining us? Do you see my banner? I love Eddie. You're the best. But Nikki has been found. Well, they're saying that she contacted family. I haven't heard anything other than that though. Oops, I thought that was something else. It scared me. But I will make sure I just refresh the page to keep you guys updated while we're watching this.
But neither one said they were driving.
Yeah, that's a pickle.
We'll go from there. All right, I appreciate you stopping.
Yeah, definitely.
I do have help coming, so anytime you want to take off.
You want me to wait until you guys get here?
I'm good.
Okay.
He's detained. And I don't think she'll give me any issues.
Yeah, she seems like a sweet girl. I mean, she's, you know, maybe a little rough around the edges, but she's definitely, you know, nobody deserves that.
Yeah, not at all. So the phone number you called from, if I have any more questions, I can call you back?
Yes, sir.
Hey, bud. You okay?
Yeah.
You want to put your feet out here? Just sit right there?
Hi, sir. My name is Cricket. I'm an EMT with Torrance County Fire Department. Can you tell me what happened today?
There was an altercation between me and my girlfriend.
Okay. So, I just want to check you out. It looks like you're bleeding pretty bad.
Yeah.
Okay. Did she just hit you in the nose? Are you having any pain? So this is my partner, Chris. He's going to get some vitals on you so we can,
You guys want to pull him out, or is that good?
yeah. Is that good or you want to?
Probably be easier if we get him out than that.
We can take you back to our ambulance.
Yeah.
Do you mind walking in?
I'm sorry, I actually at the hospital, so I have mesh stuff inside of my ass because of the infection, so it's hard for me to walk. Okay. So
That sounds awful.
yeah, it's awful. Yeah, it's awful. So sorry.
Take back the truck.
Thank you.
Right, before we walk any farther, I'm going to just pat you down a little bit more.
Go
Can you
ahead,
turn around for me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Thank you.
I don't have anything on me.
No, you're good. I just got to check it. Nothing personal. Can you turn this way a little bit?
Yeah.
There you go.
That works.
Thanks, man. I appreciate your cooperation.
Yeah.
Let's get it all figured out, okay?
Okay.
All right. Let's follow these nice
We're just
people.
good, sorry.
Okay.
Okay, bud, what's your first name?
Steven.
With a PH or a D?
Are your feet too hot?
No, I'm fine.
You good? Okay.
I got flip-flops in the car, though. Like, if I do go to jail, I'd like to have my flip-flops.
We'll figure it out, bud. No worries.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how about your pain?
0. I mean, like, you asked the question, so I mean, like, there's a little discomfort in my nose, but, like, I can handle a lot of pain. So, I just want her to go to jail and give me some saline solution and some antibiotics that's for the hospital.
When you were in the hospital, what was your heart rate?
It was a little high because of the infection.
Okay.
It was like 120.
Okay.
And normally I think my heart rate's like 70 or 80, I think.
Okay, so your heart rate right now is in the 130s.
Yeah.
So, yeah, so it's definitely a little bit worrisome. So we're going to look at your heart real quick, just so I can double check it.
I get my anxiety and stuff.
I have to do due diligence and make sure that we look at everything, okay? So just take a good deep breath down. I suggest you get checked out by a doctor, only because of the fact that your nose, she hit you pretty hard, I'm not gonna lie. You're intoxicated, okay, which is a natural blood thinner.
Yes.
Okay.
I know that.
So
I understand.
your heart rate's pretty up there. Okay. It could be because of your anxiety. It could be because of a lot of things.
The situation.
It could be because of the situation. Yes. So that's my recommendation: is that you get checked out by a doctor. I'm not saying you have to.
Actually, it's pain. County or Los Angeles, and I have a prescription in the Bactrim because they gave me an IV antibiotic last night. They said to wait 24 hours and wait 48 hours to pull this thing out of this, the strip they put in you whenever you have an infection.
Yeah.
They told me to wait 48 hours. So I was going to wait till I get to Los Angeles to get that prescription for the Bactrim.
Okay. So like I said, I'm not saying you have to be transported today by an ambulance, but I would suggest you definitely get checked out just to get an X-ray of your nose because it could be possibly broken.
I think it might be broken.
Yeah, it's possibly broken. I'm going to check this out, okay? So it doesn't feel like anything's like, but it could be a fracture. It could be a lot of things. So I always suggest you get checked out by a hospital, but I understand if you don't want to. Okay.
I just want to add that if you have a fracture in your nose, you could have a small fracture. I'm fine. I'm fine. Yeah, she didn't hit that hard or anything like that. No. I have a skull fracture.
So the biggest thing is.
Is he going to go?
No.
He's not going anywhere.
No, I'm not freezing anything.
Okay, so I need to know. Do you know where you're at?
Yes, I am in Mexico.
Yeah, if you could.
I'm about 140 miles, 120 miles outside Albuquerque.
Do you know what state you're in?
New Mexico.
Okay, do you know what town you left back there?
Santa Rosa.
Okay. Do you know what year it is?
Yes, 2023.
Okay. So, right now, it is up to you. I can take you to the hospital by ambulance, or you can stay here. It's up to you.
Nobody's staying here. Truck's being towed.
Yeah.
So there's no car.
Yeah, it's up to. You're probably going to go with these lovely people. So.
Unless you go to the hospital.
Unless you go to the hospital.
So I'm being arrested.
We didn't say that.
No.
No, I'm not saying you're not being arrested. You're not being arrested, or you are being arrested. First, we need to take care of your medical.
Well, then I'm fine not to go to the hospital. Like,
okay.
I went yesterday, and I was planning on going to the hospital as soon as I got to California to get my prescription for the Bactrim for my infection.
Okay, so if you're not going to go with us, that's perfectly fine. I'm going to have you sign our tablet stating that I informed you of your risks of not going to the hospital, okay? Being hit so hard, you could have a brain injury, you could have all kinds of things. That's why I always suggest that you get checked out, okay?
I'd rather deal with you when you're awake than when you're unconscious.
Yeah, of course.
So we'd rather do it the same way.
Yes, sir.
So at this point, since you're refusing it, it is your right to refuse a medical transport, okay? But at this point,
well, I don't want to refuse anything to make it look bad. Like
it's not going to make it look bad. I get refusals all the time.
I'm fine.
Okay.
I'm fine.
So, and that, I just have to inform you because of legally, I have to inform you. Okay. So,
I'm fine.
Okay. So I'm going to have you sign my tablet. What? Do you have insurance?
I have Cigna.
You have Cigna?
Yeah.
Okay, out of Tennessee?
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. So I'm going to take these off. I'm going to have you sign my tablet. Okay? And then we're going to get you out of your hair and you get it in. You're going to.
What are we doing with him?
You still alive?
Yep.
Looks like probably more mutual combatant.
It's definitely what it looks like. So we're gonna have to.
We're going to drop her off at one end of Moriarty. I think we drop him off at the other end of Moriarty, and the car gets towed out.
Yeah.
All right.
Now write it up and send it to the DA.
Okay.
So when this happens, because this has never happened to me before, I've never been pulled over drinking and driving and gotten out of that before. So how does that work? The officers, they don't want to do the paperwork. They don't want to haul their asses into the jail. Because to me as an officer, I would live for that. I would. I'd be like, I'm going to take you to the jail. I'm going to walk you in, perp walk you all in there. Hey, Nikki. But yeah, this is beyond anything I've ever comprehended. I'm from a small town and we all got pulled over. Everybody in my town probably got pulled over 15 times in their 20s. And maybe more. And if there was ever a time, if I would have had a drink and a sip of anything in my mouth, they would have carted my butt 100% to jail. They wouldn't have said, we're going to drop you off on the outskirts of town. Who does that with drunk people? Who just drops drunk people? You know that they've been drinking. And they're injured, because the one guy should be going to the hospital. He's signing saying, I'm cool. I might have a brain injury, but I'm cool. But so instead of you just leaving them together, you should have just left them together. You're going to separate them and put them at two different mile markers. That makes no sense to me on any scale of it. When back in the day, like back in the 80s, 70s, like way back, when you would have like a physical, and this, my mom told me this, before, and it wasn't because she didn't have experience with it, but she knew the rules. But back then, the police would show up at your house if you had a physical, domestic dispute, and they would just break you up. They wouldn't normally they wouldn't arrest you. They would just break up, be like, you go here for the night, and just cool down. Nowadays, it's always 100% someone's getting arrested. And it's always usually who started it. It's like who you have to do a little detective work, ask a few questions, figure out who the aggressor was, and then that's the one that usually goes to jail. Not you get out of jail free, you get out of jail free, you get out of jail free. What are they, is that the Oprah over there, get out of jail free cards? Well, I guess if you want to break the rules, go to New Mexico. As my old days as a cop, I could tell you in Puerto Rico, we had to do all the work. There was no way to get out of it. Some did, but really I went all the way through, including court. I hated when victims was withdrawing. Yeah. Well, and that's what you have to do to help them, sometimes you just got to take them in. Even if it's their 15th time going in, maybe that 16th time is going to help them. But you don't separate. I've never heard of this. And that guy was just like so confident when he said it too. He didn't even think about it. He wasn't like, hey buddy, what do you think? Like there was no discussion. It was like, we're just going to drop him off here and we're going to drop her off here. Because it looks like it's mutually combative. And I will say that they both physically have injury. They both are physical, they both have physical injuries. We can see that. But that's usually when you get medical help like they did, and then you cart them to jail. No, I'm just going to drop you off.
You can take him out of cuffs. I'm a little uncomfortable with that, but yeah. You need to sign?
One of you needs to sign. One of you to sign for him.
And he needs to sign?
One of you guys need to sign because he's in your custody.
I'll let you figure out your dad's signature thing. It's all. Give me this. Take this back, please. Yeah, I'm not ready to take him out of cuffs yet.
No, you're good. I can't even stand on my own 2 feet.
Well, it's windy out here, so.
I need rocks for my pockets.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
No.
Damn.
I'm just funny with you.
Jesus.
Let's have you sit down for just another minute, okay?
All right, yes, sir.
I appreciate you, buddy. What part of Tennessee? Nashville?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Ow, sorry.
You're good. Take your time. I used to live outside of Chattanooga. Yeah.
I was born in Nashville, lived in Knoxville for a long time, so I know Chattanooga.
Nice. Well, you're still in cuffs just because you're detained, just because of the nature of the call, okay? You're good. Just keep being cool with us, and we'll figure out what we can do, okay?
Yeah, I don't want her to go to jail or nothing like that. I don't either.
Yeah.
But
well, I commend you guys for trying to start over, but sometimes it doesn't work out.
Sometimes it doesn't work.
Yeah. Throw your feet in there real quick. I'm gonna shut this door for a minute, and then we'll come back and talk, okay?
All right.
You good?
I'm fine.
All right. Watch yourself. Hey, man, what was your first name again? I forgot. Steven? So, since you guys both been drinking, there's issues with the car, we're taking that, right? So we're going to give you guys separate rides into town. Do you have money? No? Does she have money? No?
Yeah, she does.
Yeah? Okay. Do you have a bag or something you want to take with you?
So I'm going to jail?
No. We're taking you into town.
What does that mean, sir?
Like, we're taking you to somewhere that's not the middle of fucking nowhere so you can have somewhere to go.
I'll be getting released together. Can I talk to her? Please.
To do what? What's your...
To tell her that I love her and that I don't want it to fight.
You guys have phones?
No, she has a phone. She fucking took my phone and threw it out.
Okay. I'm not inclined to let you guys talk, but like keep this thing from you guys. I don't think it's a good idea, is what I'm telling you. Okay. So we're gonna get you somewhere where you can figure out what you want to do from there.
Are we being released together?
No, you're being released, but not together. We're not gonna take you guys to the same place.
Well, I need to know where she's going.
Huh?
I need to know where she's going.
Well, that's up to her if she wants you to know.
Oh, can you ask her?
Mm-hmm.
Please.
Yeah. What in the Jeep do you want to take?
I don't just want her.
Well, you can't do that. That's not on the table, so...
I just want flip-flops, bare shoes.
Flip-flops? What color are they?
They're Nikes. They have Velcro strap.
Okay. What's your knee?
Who's going to take the dog?
I'm going to take her.
Okay.
You wanna just since he's already...
Can somebody roll my fucking windows up?
You will roll them up when the tow truck gets here, okay?
Yeah.
All right.
Stay right here, okay?
Looks like a puppy.
She is. She's
How old
only
is-
about 5 months old.
Yeah. Good dog.
Yeah, she is.
All right.
I'll just follow you for...
No.
Well, for right now, you're walking, you're talking, you're all right. All right. I'm giving you a no contact order with him for 24 hours.
Thank you.
Get out the alcohol first.
I am. I know, and I said I've been drinking.
Yeah, no. But you guys need to. If you
I
guys
know.
have issues,
Get these fuck away from each other.
which one you guys been drinking?
No.
Alcohol's number one. All right. We'll let you know where your truck's going to go to.
I don't have a phone number or anything.
I'll contact the officers. I'll give you the information. Okay?
Thank you.
All righty.
How much do you guys want to bet when he? I'm just gonna say it. This is toxic. It looks like. Like I feel like they if he's not in jail, they're together right now. If they can be together, it just doesn't look good to me. It seems like they are both wanting to talk to each other. They're both looking at each other. She wants to press charges, then she doesn't want to press charges. They're just going to boot him to the edge of town, boot her to the other edge of town. I'm just like, wow, what's going on here? And the dog, hey, I want to know, I want to see some pictures with this dog. I want some proof this is her dog because I didn't see that puppy loving that girl. I didn't see puppy love there. He looked rough. I think she got a hold of him too. Ooh. I think you can tell, I said that actually last night, I'm pretty sure that you could tell like she looks like a girl that could take care of herself. They got back together right after. Yeah. Like you can tell they're in that toxic kind of place. Hopefully they will see these videos and that'll click a switch and maybe she'll say, wow, we don't look good on YouTube or TV like that. You know, maybe that will do something and they'll change together or they'll separate and they'll change separately. But you cannot be in a relationship like that. And if anybody is, and you guys need help, reach out, please reach out to me or somebody, anybody. Because I mean, that's too much. No one should ever have to, deal with that. That's just incredibly hard. They did put out the police department, the Reading Police Department did do an update. So I'm going to read it here. It says on May 30th, 2023, so that's today, at around 4:30 p.m., the Reading Police Department learned missing person Nikki Alcaraz was contacted earlier today by the Eureka Police Department and found to be safe. The Reading Police Department has been in contact with the Monterey, New Mexico Police Department and confirmed Nikki is no longer considered a missing person. The Reading Police Department would like to thank our allied agency partners who assisted with efforts to locate Nikki. Photographs from the original post have been removed out of respect for the involved. It says news release. A missing woman from Tennessee seen in Reading on May 30th, 2023. The Reading Police Department was made aware of a missing person who was reportedly in Reading. The missing person is identified as Nikki Alcaraz, 33 years old, a resident of Tennessee. Nikki Alcaraz was reported missing to the Monterey, New Mexico Police Department while she and her boyfriend, Stephen Tyler Stratton, also of Tennessee, were traveling together in a 2013 Jeep Wrangler, which is black in color with the Tennessee plate of, and it gives you the plate. I didn't mean to put her thing out there, but that's they did it. On May 27th at about 2:50 p.m., both subjects entered the Walmart located at 1515 Dana Drive to conduct a transaction at an Eco ATM kiosk and then immediately left the parking lot in the listed vehicle. The Reading Police Department has had no contact with either subjects and their current whereabouts are unknown. Oh, that was on May 27th. Okay. So then on May 30th, that's when they said they're made aware of the missing person report. Okay, let's see. Where does it say, like... So Nikki... So, hold on. I'm going to read this again because this makes no damn sense to me. Hold on a second, guys. So what they're saying here is they're saying the Reading Police Department learned missing person Nikki Alcaraz was contacted earlier today by the Eureka Police Department. So how did they contact her? Did they call her on the damn phone and say, is this you, Nikki? Yeah, this is me. Because anybody could be Nikki. This isn't making, like, I'm reading, this isn't, I mean, like, you would think they would say, we made contact with her. We saw her. She is fine. That I don't understand. This to me still doesn't say that she's safe. Just because somebody got a hold of the Eureka Police Department and said, hey, I'm Nikki, I'm safe. I can call the I could call my police department right now and say, hey, I'm Tanya, I'm safe. I mean, is that what I mean, that's what it sounds like. Or am I like reading too much into that? It says the Reading Police Department has been in contact with the New Mexico Police Department and they confirm Nikki is no longer considered a missing person, but it doesn't say anybody's made contact with her. Like physical contact. That's what I want to know. I want to see some physical contact. It's not adding up, Teresa. It's not. Where's the cops on TV? I want the FBI on the TV to give me a presser because I don't get this. The Reading Police Department would like to thank our allied partners who assisted with efforts to locate Nikki, but no one located her. Yeah, this just says they were traveling together, and then this is when they were seen at the kiosk. I don't know. To me, that's just still a little weird. Yeah, it says that on here though, like on their thing, we're just reading, it says learned missing person Nikki Alcaraz was contacted earlier today by the Eureka Police Department and found to be safe. Like it doesn't say that I don't know, the contact doesn't sound good. It doesn't sound like they were in physical contact with her, but maybe they were. Maybe it's just the day and age that we live in today. We all want to know, make sure. We want to see it with our own eyes. I want to see her with my eyeballs. One eyeball, I just want to see, I just want to make sure she's okay. That's why I keep refreshing Twitter and stuff too. I'm like, let me see if there's anything on anything else on Twitter. Well, it's really, really good news. Oh, look, breaking news. So we can watch this really quick if you'd like. And Nerdy Addict did say that the boyfriend was arrested. So maybe he was, you know, because pretty good news source. I mean, he usually is pretty good. So, but this just came out 3 minutes ago from Court TV. So we'll watch this really quick.
All right, folks, we have some breaking developments in this story tonight. We've got a statement from police. Take a look. On May 30th, 2023, at around 4:30 p.m., the Reading Police Department learned missing person Nikki Alcaraz was contacted earlier today by the Eureka Police Department and found to be safe. The Reading Police Department has been in contact with the Moriarty, New Mexico Police Department and confirmed Nikki is no longer considered a missing person. The Reading Police Department would like to thank our allied agency partners who assisted with the efforts to locate Nikki. Great news. Let's bring back in our guests. Melissa Pinkleton, Vivace, Max Victor, Dr. Robbie Ludwig, Mike King. Vivace, let me start with you on this. Apparently she's okay. I'm wondering, from everything we've seen here, do we need to know if Tyler is okay tonight as well?
Of course, I think it's important to know that both of them are okay. Ultimately, domestic violence is about power and control. And the best predictor of domestic violence is past behavior. And we know that they've had a history of attacking each other or being mutual aggressors. So I think it's important to make sure that both of them are safe. I'm really thrilled that we know that she's safe. It's important also to remember that oftentimes there's trauma bonding, there's complex emotional attachment that a person may have to their abuser, because there could be a cycle of violence and intermittent kindness and or affection. So many times people remain in a situation like this, and as Tyler said, they've been together for many, many, many years.
Melissa Pinkleton, I want you to take a look at...
I'm gonna stop it right there. They haven't been together for many, many, many years. Okay, let's get that out of our mind. It says 16 years when she was asked, but no, because she was married and she had children with another man. So they haven't been together for 16 years. They've been knowing each other for 16 years, if you know what I mean. But they haven't been together for no 16 years. Like, let's just call, we're going to call it like we see it around here. And she has one, I think she has one kid with one and then one kid with the other, I thought. But I might have got that one wrong, but that's what I thought I heard or read. Yeah, preteen son together. Yeah, exactly. And I got the dog at the perfect time. Look at that dog. That dog's ready to escape. It's looking at me. Guys, it's looking at me. I would take it.
Those images again, because that's, I think the mystery man that we've been talking about tonight is found in these images at the Walmart in California. We take a look. You can see in the big picture, he's to the right. The picture on the bottom left, he's to the right. And the other picture, he seems to be to the left. That's not Tyler. I don't think that's Tyler unless, well, he does have a hat on, unless he changed the color of his hair, grew a beard, which again is possible. I don't know. What are your thoughts, Melissa, now that she has been confirmed safe all the way up in Eureka, California, which is way up north? Do we need to know where Tyler is tonight?
Absolutely, and I am so glad she has been found safe. But we have a statement from him saying that he was assaulted first by her. And what a lot of people don't realize, and I think what a lot of your viewers don't know, is that men can be victims of domestic violence too. It's not nearly as common as women, but it is. I have seen it time and time again. Men can absolutely be victims of domestic violence. So we do need to find out where Tyler is. I mean, or at least just know where he is, talk to him, have somebody check and make sure that he is alive, he is okay. Because now that we have figured her mystery out, and no, I don't believe that was the person that was standing next to her, that was him. I agree with you, Vinny, completely 100%. But yeah, I think it is equally important to find out where Tyler is tonight.
Mike King, what would have to happen for there to be a search for Tyler Stratton just to ensure that he's okay as well?
Well, I think public demand is going to require that somebody try to figure out where he is. I think social media is going to do a real big deal. This is where the power of court TV comes in, or even the true crime community, and hopefully his family's going to step up and demand that there's some kind of a case filed until he's figured out and found. It is very critical, Vinny.
Dr. Robbie, the other part of this story, and another reason I feel it's a significant story, because people could be going through the same sort of thing all around the country, maybe in their homes, not on the road necessarily, but there's children involved here as well. She's apparently the mother of 3 children. The man who she's in this Jeep with, that has the blood and the spatter on the window and on this passenger side, he apparently is the father of one of her children. I don't know where those kids are tonight. Children, I don't know if they even have custody. I'm not sure. I don't know what the situation is, but to me, that's another important part of everything that's happening here.
No, I agree. I mean, we want to rule out if there's some kind of alcoholism that's putting themselves in harm's way and perhaps their children in harm's way. Do they need parenting classes? Do they need to be in treatment themselves so that they can get healthy regardless of what the circumstances are between Tyler and Nikki? And I feel for Tyler. I mean, he did say that Nikki was the love of his life, and he seems quite vulnerable as well. So I hope he's able to get the treatment that he needs and he's okay. But clearly, these are 2 people who are not well. So they definitely need treatment in order to get on the straight and narrow and live a healthier lifestyle for themselves and their children.
I want to take a look at the incident report here. This has to do with the Jeep. On 5/5/23, I received a telephone call from Frank from Flying Sea Towing in reference to the Jeep. Frank asked if the Jeep was releasable, and I advised them yes. I spoke with Frank and asked him about the subjects that picked up the Jeep. Frank advised the female showed up in a vehicle from California. Frank also stated that the male was not the same person from the day before. Frank also stated that they had used the male's cell phone to call him, and he gave me the cell phone number. Frank also stated the unknown male drove the Jeep out once he got insurance for it, and the female drove the male vehicle.
He's not telling us anything that I haven't told us. I'm just going to point that out real quick. I'm like, wait a minute. He's literally reading all the same documents that I've read. So it's still the same kind of, I guess the police have made contact. We don't know what kind of contact with Nikki. And as of right now, this just came out right when we turned it on 3 minutes before. And as of right this second, they haven't said anything about Tyler being found yet. So people are saying he's arrested, but we haven't been able to find that yet.
Little twist
And
here.
the
We only have a
dog.
little bit of time, but Mike King or Melissa Pinkleton, I'm going to go to you. I'll finish up with you on this one. Someone from California. The mystery man apparently is from California.
Absolutely. And it sounds like she found somebody that is going to help her out or hook up with or somehow in some way. And she's gotten
One twist on all this, though. If she takes the Jeep and he's got his car, that leaves Tyler in somewhere in New Mexico without a car.
Hopefully he's got enough money for a bus ticket. We need to find out where he is and see if he's okay.
This story, from the beginning, I've been scratching my head, but at least we got the best news so far that Nikki Alcaraz found safe tonight.
That was all of it? I really thought there was going to be more there. I thought I wouldn't have interrupted. That's all we've got? Well, that's all I've given y'all. What in the world? No, we want to see her like that. We want to see her like that now, like this smiling face. We want to see that because we're in a digital world now, y'all. So, we need a presser. Like, they should know better than to just throw some bullshit on a Facebook post and think we're going to just take that and read it and be like, oh yeah, they talked to her. She's cool. That's not how we roll on YouTube. You know how we are over here. We're going to find you. Tyler, Steven Tyler. Ooh. Just like, that's what I'm gonna call him now. Steven Tyler, that's his name. I like it. So now we got to figure out where he's at. Oh, it's okay, Summer. If you can't get it tonight, we'll be going back over this story again, because this is there's something we're missing here. And I'm not trying to make what is it, mountain out of a molehill? Did I say it right? Mountain out of a molehill? I'm gonna coin that phrase, guys. But I'm not trying to do that, but I'm thinking, like, what's going on? Why are we not seeing a picture? Or, like just the way they worded that, it's just weird to me. I don't know. I'm probably weird reading into it, but. So yeah, I'm wondering, where's the person that she was with? Why isn't she with that person? Is she going home? Is she going to California to her uncle's house? I have way more questions than I have answers. And then his family shut down a couple of days ago. Like they shut down. They were not going to talk about her. They weren't talking to the cops. They weren't helping with nothing. So why not? Do you know where they were beforehand? Maybe a bar fight. I don't know. Well, she said that they had alcohol they were drinking and she threw the bottle, but you could tell she lied when she said she threw that bottle out like 10 miles back. I think it's because she didn't want him to go back and try to look for it, so she tried to make it further back than what it really was. Because, like, the way she said that, she was like, oh, I threw it out. So that's why there was no alcohol with them. And they probably drank it all and then threw the bottle out. Because you would... I don't know if the officers ended up searching her car. We didn't see that on BodyCam. And he did have warrants. Yeah, Aaron, he had warrants. So that's why we thought he got picked up. But there's stuff that I'm seeing, like Nerdy Addict said that he got picked up, but I'm not seeing that. He doesn't have like a clip or anything with it, and he usually is really good, like with the information and stuff. So let me see if we can find anything. It says an hour ago that he was arrested, but I don't. And then it says that he had apparently that he did get arrested, but I don't know. This isn't really confirmed from like Ellie. But it says, but we're trying to figure out if its arrest is based off of those, or if it's based off of like the old charges, or if these are new charges. So, sorry, I was like all up in the screen. I'll grab my drink here. This is. Yeah, how many hours did I say she was from there? 9.5 hours, 9 hours and 42 minutes, 580 miles away. How are you so far? Unless, I mean, I don't know. That's going to be a big unless. I know it's going to be so weird. Unless, when she got dropped off, and I have no reason to think this, but somebody passing her on the highway, maybe she stuck out the old thumb and did the old, I'm going to hitch my ride up out of here. And that's what she did. That maybe if somebody pulled over and they're like, yeah, I'm going to California, but I'm going to Northern California. And so maybe that's why she went to Northern California. She was like, as long as I'm in California, I can get down. I mean, I don't know. That's just me really speculating. But when I looked it up from Orange County to Redding, yeah, it was 9 hours and 16 minutes. Oh, wait. Did it just refresh or something? Yeah, 9 hours, 16 minutes. Sorry if I said that wrong. It's an hour and a half with a plane. So because she could have been with, maybe, I don't know. Because if you were, okay, let's just think about it. But then she was with him again, so never mind. That wouldn't make any sense, because wasn't she seen back with Tyler here at the kiosk? I'm just so... Oh, Lordy, I'm just confused. I'm trying to make this make sense in my head. I want to know where he is. So, yeah, like how they pay for gas. Because in my head, I'm thinking, well, what if she did hitch a ride and got out of there? But because if that was me, if I'm driving, okay, if I'm intoxicated. I'm left on the side of a highway. I just got rocked in my eye by the person that I love, thought I love, whatever. He's on the other side of the world, it seems like, from me, because they don't know where each other's at. They only have one phone. What would you guys do? And she's at a truck stop. Truckers are coming in and out. She at least... Yeah, Janet, I talked about that in the beginning about Pascal, but yeah, I'm not getting it. I'm not getting this at all. They didn't have any money, yeah. That's how she pulled this off. That's the only thing I can think of is that she's at a truck stop. Resourceful. Okay, hold on. Breaking news. I don't know. It says, breaking news, missing Tennessee woman contacts family as California police arrest boyfriend. It's Banfield. I don't think I can get it on fast enough. Let me see if I can try to turn up the TV. Oh shoot, I have to actually stand up. Hold on, guys. I'm just going to turn it up really high.
Both of these people, she and her boyfriend, Steven Tyler Stratton, are bloodied and bruised and crying and...
Oh, sorry. Of course I push the button.
Nikki Alcaraz, but the frightening thing was 5 days later, no one could get a hold of her. She just vanished. And now the story all day today, which was the story I was going to bring you tonight, was where is Nikki and where is the boyfriend, Tyler? There were searches going on, FBI involved tonight. We've got the breaking news you can see on your screen. She has been found. She has made contact with her family. She is answering some of these mysterious questions, and we got them to give us the answers as well. This whole thing began on May the 9th, right? Because that's when the family said we can no longer get a hold of her. But, 5 days before that was this incident. And the incident was so significant. When we got the body cam of it, it was like a throwback. I got the chills because it just felt so much like the Gabby Petito case. Girlfriend and boyfriend embark on a cross-country, trip from Tennessee to California. And midway along the way in New Mexico, there is this awful fight caught on police body cam. View the body cam as it came into us so you can make your own judgments. Take a look.
Hang on.
Yes, my keys.
Well, he's not leaving. You've been drinking, you won't be driving either.
I have been, and I wasn't driving. I was in the passenger seat.
Do you have an ID?
Yes, I do.
Any weapons in here?
No. There you go.
You have his ID by chance?
He doesn't have it.
See if I said. Okay, you have mailed the team, and we're still doing the investigation. But you need this one. Okay, thanks.
Out of me.
So what started the fight?
Oh, no, it's okay. All right.
So you have no idea what started the fight?
It just happens fast. I don't know. This dude. Yeah, we have been drinking. I've been drinking.
They admit he was drinking too.
He was drinking too.
Right.
But I've been drinking. I wasn't driving. I was in the passenger seat. Jumped out. Brought the out of me. And that dude pulled over and saw the whole. That's why he pulled over. I'm over it. I'm over it.
Okay. So where are your bruises? Let's see, here, on that arm, and face. Anything else? Okay, you can cover it. All you had to do is just point. All you had to do is just point. Right now, okay? I'm going to take pictures of your arm and your face. We do have medical coming.
I don't need medical.
They're going to check you out anyway. That's our policy.
I know it's policy, whatever. It's fine. I don't need it.
Yeah. How are you going to get out of here, though? It depends on our investigation. So you willing to press charges?
I'm pressing charges. I'm not trying to blame anything on her, but she ended up drinking, and she says she doesn't drink liquor, and we got a fireball back in as soon as we hit New Mexico, coming out of Texas, and we're supposed to be going to California and having a good time and forget our past and just.
So you guys thought drinking would be a good way to do it?
No.
Give me a favor, we can leave more.
It isn't like that. It's just she ended up having too much something.
Yep, she has bruises on both arms.
I know she does. I know she does.
And you got a bloody mouth. Where'd you get that
from? From her, and I had blood all over my face from that. I just wiped everything off because I
So, truck driver saw you hit her. Trucker saw you hit her. Did she hit you after that or prior to that?
Prior to that. Like, yes, I mean, like, look, like, this blood's old. Like, it was like we literally were up the road about 2 or 3 miles before this happened, and she wanted to pull over, and because she kept hitting me, and I was like begging her to please stop, and she kept hitting me, and like, I mean, I have blood on my shirt from it. And
so when was that's a alleged hitting?
When was it?
Yes.
About 3 miles back, maybe 4 miles back.
We got a call at the 224.
Yeah.
Reference to a fight. Let's see her. Well, I'm gonna go talk to him, so go ahead, just stay there, ma'am.
And I wanted to follow her out because I didn't know what she was gonna do. I don't know, because I've never seen Nikki like this before. I've never seen Nikki like this before. Like I was 16 years old. Like, we have a daughter together. I've never seen her like this before. So I want to make sure she's okay. And she turned around and attacked me.
All right.
Extraordinary video on the roadside, in New Mexico. That's Torrance County where that happened. They were driven away separately from that incident. Remember, that's what the police in Gabby Petito's case did as well. Separated them, took one of them to a hotel, took him to the hotel, Brian Laundrie, and gave Gabby the van. In this case, they were both apparently driven away separately, but then they reunited and continued on this cross-country trip, only to have disappeared off the radar 5 days later, to be found today. Today, Tyler, who you just saw with the blood all over his nose and mouth, he was booked into the Humboldt County Correctional Facility. The family of Nikki says that this is for outstanding warrants from Tennessee that may or may not have to do with this incident. We're still getting that clarified. These may have been warrants from before all of this, but he is being held now. And I think we have a mugshot of him as well that might have been released just a few hours ago from the Humboldt County Correctional Facility. And when we get that up, I want to pop it on the screen. In the meantime, I want to bring in our senior national correspondent, Brian Enton, who has been covering the story. Brian, you were on this story all day as a missing person story that had such eerie similarities to Gabby Petito, and then all of a sudden all of this news broke. What is the story? Did they find them together? Like, were they traveling separately? I know there was a picture in Walmart where Nikki was found. Like, tell me the whole narrative of how this kind of all came to a head tonight.
Yeah, so this first traces back to Saturday, Ashley, at that California Walmart, Redding, California, where you could see Nikki on camera. She was selling her cell phone into almost like an ATM machine where you can sell a cell phone. So we knew that she was in California. Everyone very, very nervous, especially in this town where I am, about 25 miles west of Nashville, where she's from. The whole community has really just been on edge, not knowing what was happening. So really good news in the last couple of hours to learn that Nikki is okay. I first got the text from her family saying that she had given them a call, that they were talking, that she was okay. We're still piecing together exactly how all of this went down. We believe that they were together, that someone spotted the couple because of all the media coverage. They've gotten a lot of coverage over the weekend, a lot of coverage in California. Someone spotted them, called the police. and that Tyler was arrested, as you reported, and I am told that he was arrested on an extradition warrant related to him not showing up for court on a probation violation that has to do with a theft charge here in
So
Tennessee.
why wasn't he
Nothing
arrested?
to do with her missing persons case, but we knew that the DA here had put out that alert saying that they would extradite once she went missing with him. And now that's the reason that he was ultimately arrested in California.
So, Brian, I think as our viewers watch that body cam, I think a lot of people probably have questions about the incident itself. Clearly, Nikki was distraught. She was bruised. She was injured. But also, Tyler looked distraught and bloodied and injured. So what I think the most important thing at this point would be the witness account as well. And what do you know about the witness who was there, who called 911, and who stayed until police came?
Yeah, and for people who watch the video, it is a complicated situation. Some people are being judgmental online. Look, I mean, domestic violence is complicated. We've learned that from a lot of the stories we covered. It's not always black and white. Addiction is complicated. This is a complicated situation, but the pain for the family with this young woman missing has been very, very real. And the witness was clear. There was a witness interviewed, a truck driver. He's also in the body camera video, and he is clear that he saw Tyler hitting Nikki. And he became very, very upset about it. And that is what started this entire exchange with the police. Listen to what that witness said.
So what did you see, sir? Let me go that way. What did you see?
So as I was driving, I seen her sitting on the ground, and the dude cocked back and either slap her or punch her. And like, I got family, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got sisters and stuff. I would never, you know what I mean? So I pulled over. I was ready to, like, you know, fight him really, but he was calm. And so, like, when I walked over, that's my truck right there. I stopped and pointed that way. Yeah, I walked over and I was like, "Hey, are you okay?" And she's like crying and stuff. And then he was trying to talk to me, but I just wanted to get in the middle of them two. And so she was like, "Hey, can you call the cops?"
There was a lot of anger and confusion, Ashley, about why an arrest wasn't made, even if it had been Nikki who was arrested. Why wasn't someone arrested? Why weren't both arrested? Very similar, you mentioned, to what we saw with Gabby Petito, where they were just separated and no arrests were made. And I talked to the Torrance County Sheriff in New Mexico today, and he said flat out, I mean, I give him credit. He said that this very well have been, this might have been a mistake, that a deputy he believes should have made an arrest. And he said, Ashley, that a deputy told him that the reason they didn't do it is because the district attorney in that county doesn't like making those kinds of arrests. The sheriff didn't seem happy about it, said he was going to talk to the DA, but that's what his deputy told him.
Like you said, Brian, it is a very complicated story that you arrive upon when there's a domestic violence call, and this one clearly looks to be also quite complicated. Brian Enton, excellent work. Thank you for bringing the breaking news to us tonight. Appreciate it. Then also joining us now, Nikki's brother, Josh Alcaraz, and Nikki's best friend, Amanda Sanders. Thank you both for being on the program at this late hour as this news is breaking. Josh, if I can begin with you. As I understand it, Nikki actually reached out to your sister, Tony, today, which stopped this whole story from being a missing person case. What did she tell your sister?
Basically, she just told her that Tyler had been arrested. She was unaware of the extradition orders that they had going for him. And she is reaching out to, she has a friend in Eureka that she's going to go try to stay with him until we can figure out how to get her home.
Did she know there was this cross-country effort to find her as a missing woman, or did the two of them sort of carry on unaware of this entire story?
She says that she had no idea. She didn't know until they actually got stopped by the police, and the police said, you know, the whole country is looking for you right now.
Was she fine? I mean, was she willingly traveling with Tyler, especially after that incident, which we clearly heard her say, I want to press charges after this very violent encounter?
Right. There's still a lot of questions surrounding that. Their conversation was pretty short, and we're still going to try to get to the bottom of all of that as a family once we get her back.
Yeah. Amanda, what do you know about the circumstances after that terrible encounter in New Mexico?
Just everyone just so confused because I don't know. I just felt more angry, wondering why they weren't at least arrested for public intox or something. Because I feel like none of this would have even happened if they would have been, spent the weekend in jail. So I'm just glad that it had a happy ending, at least, So I think just everyone's just happy that we found her sooner than later and that she's okay.
I mean, thank God, because we've all lived through the Gabby Petito story where the result was not fortuitous like this. And it was tragic, which may be why there was such, serious interest in finding your best friend. Was it like her to sort of go off the radar for 3 weeks and not contact you as a best friend, or Josh, you as a family member? Was this normal?
No.
For me, no.
No. Not like her at all. That's why we just didn't understand what was going on, because even if me and her don't talk all the time, we're at least sending memes, just some type of communication. So for her to just flat out disappear is what just really scared me. I just didn't know what was going on.
And Josh, when the picture surfaced of your sister at the kiosk at a Walmart, effectively trading in a phone, selling the phone into the kiosk to get money for it, did that sound like it was in character, or were you worried something was afoot and that she was trying to disappear?
No, to me, what I saw more was Tyler controlling that situation. I haven't spoken with her about that personally yet. I like I said, we'll get to the bottom of all of that. But from what I saw in the footage was her not looking like herself, Tyler hovering, and we thought it was her phone to begin with. And that didn't make any sense. But also Tyler did not have an ID, so it could have been one of his phones and forcing her to use her ID to sell it. And ultimately,
Josh,
that's kind of what led us to finding her.
You're an uncle to Nikki's 2 kids, right? So what's happening with her 2 kids right now?
They're ecstatic. They're happy to get. It's her daughter was. She's been a wreck. She's been a nervous wreck ever since the news happened that she was missing. So she's happy. Yeah, we're all happy. We're relieved.
And then, Amanda, maybe jump in here with what's happening right now. I think Josh mentioned it earlier that Nikki is in California, I think with a friend. Tell me, how is she right now, and who is she with, and what's the plan for her to make it all the way back across the country and come home?
From what I gathered, I talked to a few friends that she's kind of messaged with a little bit, saying that she's okay. Didn't know she was missing or anything, but she does have a friend out there that's a really good guy, good friend. So I know she's safe. So that makes me very happy knowing that she's away from Tyler and in a safe space at this point.
Well, that's my final question, Josh. Is she going to be away from Tyler? I mean, she mentioned she wanted to press charges, but then it looked like she carried on that journey with him until the police intervened and arrested him. Will she be standing by him?
I would guess not. He's going to be extradited back to Tennessee. She really doesn't have a choice at this point. We kind of broke that chain, which I think she really needed.
I mean, I wish you all the best with your family. Josh and Amanda, I can't thank you enough for jumping on tonight to sort of help us fill in some of these blanks. And there's a lot more questions still to be answered. So, bless your family for, getting this really lucky result. And thanks for being here tonight.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Just ahead tonight, Lyle and Eric Menendez. Those are 2 of the most infamous names in true crime history. For over 30 years, they have been locked up for the murders of their parents. But our witnesses.
Okay, so I don't know about this picture here because maybe I'm losing my shit. But Nerdy Addict is trying to say that Tyler in custody. It said Verizon wireless employees spotted him allegedly. And I was writing this because I'm like, really? Because did he meet with a plastic surgeon before he went in for his booking photo and got his hair done? Or am I losing my shit, guys? Because this is him. Okay, like, am I losing it? Like, is this the same person? It don't even look like the same dude, does it, Mike? That's what I'm saying. It doesn't even, but Nerdy Addict is usually really good with their content. That's why I'm like, did he meet a plastic surgeon? Because I'm like losing my shit over here. Like, I tweeted it out to him because I'm like, I'm polishing, you know, my prosthetic, putting it back in. Not like it does anything, you know, to polish it, but I'm like, wait a minute. Oh, I was thinking that, Nookie, too. Well, rumor has it they may have stolen something of the sort. Not that. I don't know if it was that, but I guess before the trip. But that's a rumor. I haven't been able to confirm it. So, yeah, like, but in the body cam, he has, well, I guess, no, in the body cam, he has the blondish hair. So I guess he could have went back to dark. But even his facial hair is light. And then in this picture, his facial hair is dark. His eyebrows are dark. Like, see the blonde in the eyebrows even? I don't know. This doesn't look like the same. I wish I could do a side-by-side, but I can't. I don't know how to do it on here. I would have to like, I'd have to edit it and stuff. It would take a while. So, but I'm wondering. Primping. Looks like he hasn't been primping as much lately. Look at her poor eye. Oh my gosh. So yeah, well, I don't know. I'm laughing at myself for tweeting that back to him because I'm like, really? I mean, to me, they didn't even look like the same. Okay, so let's see if anything else has been tweeted about her, and then probably shut it down for the evening. So it says the family is asking for like respect and privacy. Well, we can do that if that's what you guys want. But I don't want to break the news to her brother. But even though he said that they cut the tie between her and him, like even if they bring her all the way over back to Tennessee, if she wants to be with him, she will be with him. There is not one thing a family member can say, a friend, Jesus, God himself can't tell you. If your heart and your brain I don't even know it's working when that love thing happens, you know? But when you truly feel like you're in love with someone, even after they do this stuff to you and you still, it's chemically, there's something wrong, but you just don't, it's like a drug in a way. It's hard to break the connection until you want to break it. So I hope she does. I hope that her family can be there for her and she can, move past all of this and all of this that's going to happen, because she's not going to be a normal person anymore. She's not. Maybe here in a few months, 6 to a year, maybe people will forget about it, but people know her face now. She's been on News Nation. She's been on Twitter. She's been on YouTube. So I'm hoping that they find him and that he's okay too. Because, I mean, if they find him off somewhere and he's not good, they're going to be looking at her. I mean, let's just be real, because, I mean, if he was found right now and she was still missing, every channel on this platform would be losing their crapola. So I just want to put it out there. He should be found too. We should put some effort, energy into finding him. So, because if he's out there hurting or something's wrong with him because he got rocked in the face too, it's going to affect her. And I want to know, yeah, Tammy, I hope they just let us know about the dog. I'm about to like hashtag Brian and be like, we need to know about the dog, Brian, because Brian rescues dogs from hurricanes and stuff. So he would probably reach out. And I want the dog. That so many people would adopt that dog. So many people would. I would bring it. I'd take it. Bring it on over. I got a pitty right here in the other room that I can play with. So that's what we heard, that he was arrested on old warrants. But we haven't really seen like a official document or anything, so. True love isn't pretty, sometimes it's not, Tony. The first person I thought I loved, oh my Lord have mercy. He was horrible. Horrible, horrible. Okay. Yeah, that doesn't look like him. So yeah, I wonder who that was in the picture with her. Summer sent me a picture. I forgot about this. I mean, I forgot. I didn't, but I forgot. But I was about to send it back to you, Summer. I don't know. This does look like a different person too. I mean, California, you get a tan, not like this. This is like I don't know. Let's go to this before we're done. Are you kidding? I hate it when it does this. Okay, so I've got to do it like this. Get off of there. Oh, that's okay. There we go. So this guy doesn't look like him. Who's this guy? Yeah, this is the guy that got the Jeep probably out of the impound. Yeah, Elisa. And then she was trying to be smart. And I'm saying this because I know this from almost I know this from personal experience. She rode with him and then didn't want to drive her own personal car off the lot because she doesn't have a license. If you get, I mean, she might, or wait, why did she do that actually? Never mind. She didn't get her license taken away, so why didn't she drive her Jeep? Now I'm stuck on, okay, now I'm wondering about that. I was thinking because she got a DUI, but she never got charged with anything. That's the mugshot guy? This looks like more like the guy in the mugshot. So maybe he just had a different look. Maybe the picture we just had was... Oh, did I lose the picture already of him? Son of a bitch, I did. Where'd it go? Okay, let me look at this guy again. Okay, I've got too many windows open. Let's close these out. And then look at this guy. Wait, I have to stop this screen. Sorry, I have to like do it a weird way. I don't know, guys. Yeah, I'm just like, I'm like, man. I can see the overlays coming now. Like overlaying his picture. I hate when people do overlays. That's why I said it. Her brother thought it was. It's just, I don't know. They really look so different to me. And that's why I'm like, it's just weird. Yeah, they didn't look at registration or vehicle insurance. Yeah, they said the tags were about to be expired. Like, if they were not expired, they were going to be soon. Her family came out and said that yesterday. Yeah, they got the Jeep back. I'm going to print out these pictures and put them all side by side. And be like, who's this guy? Oh, yeah, you're definitely adjusting, Nikki. She's 5'3" and your husband's 6'7". Oh, that's so cute. Oh, my gosh. Vincent, he's always like, I'm taller than you. Like every once in a while, he gets like he feels taller than me. We're like the same height. He's probably 5'8", 5'9". I'm a little over 5'8". So this one is the mugshot. And then the other one that you sent is this one here. I just have to share it a different way. The nose, the eyes look different. Who, me? Oh, yeah. I do. I haven't even been out really, Lisa. I've been out, I think, 3 hours so far this summer. I get pretty dark quick. Vincent even said something about it. Because he's Asian, so he's naturally got like a color to him. And he's like, you're darker than me. And I'm like, no, I'm a different color than you. I'm like, we're just different browns. Yeah, I'm going to have to like print them out or something. And like, the nose. And like the eye, his eyes just looked, I don't know, more sunk back, but. Yeah, they didn't ask, they did ask for their IDs, but that was it. They even asked for the ID and stuff for the other guy. And it was like, well, you know, he's cool. You're asking him to hang out and solve the case with you. He's your Scooby to your Shaggy. Oh, you sent another one? Oh, so maybe this one's it. Now this looks like him. Is this a new one or is this an older one? Or is this the one I showed last night? I think I showed this one last night, actually, but we'll show it again. Or I did. Yeah, this is the one I think it was on a video. So, this guy and this guy is the same. I can find it. Where'd it go? Oh, wait. It's right here. But this is an older picture, I believe, because this is the one that I believe we showed last night. Yeah, no, that's the same guy. Who looks like me? I was gonna see if there was anything else. I can hear the dogs out there. They must have just came in from outside. No, just what I just posted or just told you guys about that. They just want some privacy, so. Oh, okay. So T Salah says, Court TV has breaking news. She's been found, but not with Tyler, but with this guy you're showing now, Tyler is missing. Oh, so are we thinking maybe she did hook up with someone at the truck stop and leave, or someone came and got her from California? Because she had the phone, but no, you're not going to sit there for that long at a truck stop. That would be like a whole day. That would be like 24 hours or more of driving to get you, you would think. So to me, it would make more sense if she hooked up with someone at the gas station truck stop. She had a dog with her. She was probably, if you got dropped off, you're drunk and you have a dog with no leash or collar. The first thing I would think of is I would be like, okay, I'll get the other picture up too. I would be like, I need to figure out what I need to do to get me and my dog out of here. You know, like that's what I would think. So she's with this person. She was with this guy. So we were right. These are two different people. We're not going nuts. Okay. Well, yeah, she's selling her phone. She probably needed money. Oh, well, Nikki. Pretty girl. And she could throw down like a beast. She definitely got some punches in, so, you know, good for her. If that's, I mean, because apparently from the truck driver's point of view, she wasn't aggressing him at that moment. She was on the ground and he was swinging at back and he hit her. I mean, if you have her on the ground, physically, she's not harming you at that point because she's on the ground. Why punch her? So, Yeah, maybe, yeah, pay for a hotel or something. Hold on. Yeah, I can't do all that. It's hard for me to look up a bunch of stuff. Just like it's hard to do it this way for some reason. Yeah, this was from May 29th. The post was. It says this mugshot, the one that I just showed you guys, with him in the orange, is from an arrest from 2022 for forgery and other drug-related charges. It says they did have like we said, a run-in with Ellie while visiting New Mexico. A witness saw Tyler punch Nikki in the face. The police were called. What am I missing, Summer? It says here that the mugshot is from an arrest in 2022. No, let me see. Brian, he may have said something on the line or when he was on the video, but he hasn't tweeted. He didn't tweet that out. He just said that she made contact with her family. But they may have said that. I might have missed it. Yeah, he bleaches his hair. I don't know why. So yeah, this one was for drug and forgery. Doesn't look like he's done much, better for himself since then. I'm not here to judge you, brother, but you're 33 years old. Maybe her family pay for her to go to treatment, but I doubt that she would go to treatment right now. I just don't see that. I don't know. Maybe maybe she's at rock bottom, but I still feel like she's a fighter and she'd be like, no, just let me come home and I'll get better there and we'll have each other and I won't have nothing to do with him anymore. He can go to jail. I don't care about him. And then as soon as old dude gets released and he's back over in Tennessee, we'll see if we hear anything. Because I'm going to it sucks, but I've seen this a lot. My sister-in-law works for Domestic Violence Coalition. She used to, as a case manager for 10 years. Personal experiences. Other, just growing up knowing the system like this and people like this. And it's sad. But it's usually, it sucks. But the one thing, it's either usually someone dies and that's how it ends. And it's either like drug, domestic violence, something, I hope I've been watching my mouth tonight. I haven't even noticed. Shoot, guys. I was supposed to be watching my mouth. I don't even know if I have been. I'll use another. Is this? Oh, okay, never mind. Yeah, she needs to change her life because her children need her. There's a child out there right now that has not one parent with them. She's wherever. He's in the slammer, maybe. We don't know actually where he's at. He's MIA. But where's this baby? And I hope that this baby is somewhere. I hope it's safe. I hope it's loved. I hope it's cared for. And I hope that, she has to do, I hope she has to go over hell and high water to see her children again after this. I'm just saying that because I feel like she has a problem that she needs to address. There's problems that she needs to address before she sees them again because she wasn't in their lives as far as we know anyway. So we want to make sure that children are protected first and foremost. Yeah, and she is connected to him for life because they have a child together. I couldn't imagine being punched by a grown man. They become trauma bonded to their abuser. Yeah. 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 I understand that. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And they don't change. Like, I haven't seen it yet. So, I mean, you know, from my experience, but yeah, he's the father of one of her children. Yeah. And then Evan is her other baby's daddy, Cunningham. So that's why she sometimes goes by the last name Cunningham. Yeah. I mean, that's terrible. Yeah. They both need to clean up their act because they could be really good people. They both seem really nice. Like, they seem cool, like, in the body cam. She seemed pretty cool. He seemed pretty cool. You know what I mean? Like, if they weren't, like, drunk and messy. Like, I think they could be, you know, they can work together. They can have, you know, hopefully co-parent for their child. But shit. If not, it's better just to be separate. I've seen so many people co-parent, and it's beautiful. But if they were together, their child would be going through hell. But if they're apart, it's just that it's like magic, you know? So sometimes you just gotta be. So I'm gonna jump off of here. It's actually been 2.5 hours. Wasn't even gonna stay up that late. But that happens with us, you know? We get to talking. But I'll be on tomorrow. Nancy Grace came out with a new something on Brian Kohlberger. It's nothing like groundbreaking or anything, but we'll go over that. I'll open up the panel. Maybe we'll see justice. You never know. Never know. But I love you guys, and I will see you guys all tomorrow. Bye, guys.